The lytic and lysogenic cycles. So these are virus cycles. They are the two reproduction processes of a virus. These are the main characteristics of a virus. So it is not a cell. A virus is not a cell. It is not living. It's not alive. It's not a living organism. Although it does have DNA/RNA, and it also has a protein coat known as a capsid. So now I'm going to read the steps of each cycle first, and then I will show you a visual depiction of the cycles as well with some more elaboration. So first, the virus injects its genetic material into the cell. The cell makes copies of the virus's DNA. The virus is continuously reproduced until the cell becomes so full that it explodes, and new viruses are released and begin the cycle again. So again, that was the lytic cycle. The lysogenic cycle, first the virus injects its genetic material into the cell. The genetic material stays hidden in the cell while it reproduces, and once it is triggered, the lytic cycle begins. Okay, so in our visual depiction, this will be used as the cell. This circle in the middle is the nucleus. It's where the genetic material is located. So first off, the virus injects its genetic material into the cell. So this is the virus's genetic material. It's incorporating itself into the cell's genetic material. The virus is now part of the nucleus. So you can think of the nucleus as the control center. So now, since the virus is part of the control center, it's able to choose what the cell will replicate, when it will replicate it, etc. So it directs the cell to make copies of the virus's DNA. So the virus is continuously reproduced and put into the cell's cytoplasm. So this virus's DNA is just continuously getting reproduced, and so all of these viruses are filling up the cell's cytoplasm until it gets so full that it explodes. So all of these viruses are sent back into the body where they can start the process again and go and infect another cell. So the lysogenic cycle. This cycle is similar but different in terms of timing. So first, the virus injects its genetic material into the cell, as we've seen before, and instead of the virus's DNA taking control of the nucleus and reproducing like crazy, it stays hidden within the cell's genetic material. It allows the cell to replicate itself with the virus's DNA inside. So that means that each copy contains the virus's DNA. Only once the DNA is triggered to do so does the virus begin the lytic cycle once again. So the virus is reproduced into the cytoplasm, and these viruses fill up the cytoplasm until the cell is completely full, so full that they have to explode, and that's when these viruses enter the body once again so that they can begin the cycle. So first, we'd like to thank our graphics design team and our editing team that made this video possible. We'd also like to thank our hand model and pointer, Miss Nicole Mutt. This was Michelle Mutt helping you hopefully helping you understand the reproduction process of a virus. See you next week for our video on osmosis.